$1,000 of colored gems in the world. We don't offer rubies. I mean, we don't offer a lot of rubies, so we're thrilled to be able to do this. That's available and coming up, and I'll pair it back with the final few that remain in our ruby zoisite. Okay, Carol Brodie is known for gorgeous labradorite. It's one of her favorite stones. This piece is paired back with garnets in a textured, beautiful band. We took this from $149 to $89, lowest price ever. That's 40% off the HSN price, and it's under $15 if you're using your HSN charge card, $17 if you're using any other charge card. I just so happen to have a gorgeous labradorite necklace too. So if you're interested in labradorite, we do have a big, beautiful labradorite necklace that I can tell you about as well. But Carol, this ring, you want to talk about something that has the mystique and the rubies, I'm sorry, the garnets, I should say, which look like rubies, are right here on the side of it. But this is going to be one that anytime you wear it, people will ask you about it.
Okay, this is, and all we have to do is watch Connie. You can listen to me talk and tell you the story and just watch Connie move her hand. This is a customer pick. This is a customer pick because owning a piece of blue sheen labradorite, this is not like a slab of labradorite. This is a full blue sheen cabochon. Do you know that this is 35 millimeters by 20 millimeters? I personally never get to see labradorite of this quality, of this size. I've seen very large pieces of labradorite, I can assure you, but they're gray. To get them with the blue light, the blue fire, the blue sheen, and then I want you to see the little garnets on the side. Look at those beautiful garnets, which are just pulling out more of the red and purple inside the labradorite. Here's the story of this ring. So I call this my Santa Fe ring. About a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, the boys and I, Noah and Grant and I, went to Santa Fe. We had this incredible vacation there. Now, unfortunately, I didn't know anything about Santa Fe, and so I booked it over Christmas. I thought Santa Fe was warm all year round. Joke's on me. Actually, it's cold. So we got to spend a lot of time going to art galleries and eating, but my personal obsession is pawn shops. I love pawn shops because you can usually find the greatest, most amazing jewelry in a pawn shop because someone had to sell it because they needed to or they didn't want the piece. So I found my Santa Fe ring. It was this exact same style, but it had a big, huge piece of turquoise in it. And I said, I bought the ring in 2 seconds. And I said, oh my God, I'm so madly in love with this. I wear it all the time just because it's my pawn shop Santa Fe ring. It has such good vibe for me. Then I was in Tucson a few months later. Actually, it was like in February, so from December to February. And I was wearing my ring, and one of my gem dealers said to me, look what I have. And he took out, I don't know, maybe he had 200 pieces of this gorgeous, huge 35 by 20 millimeter labradorite. And he said, this is gem labradorite, Carol. You should make the ring you're wearing with this. And I'm like, what are you, the designer? And I'm like, you're right, I should.
Okay, you know what? We are gonna wrap this up from $149 to $89.90. That happens to be $60 off. It's on FlexPay for $17 and change. We are selling out of size